Interwebs.com.
Every time the beat drop.
Hey everybody, we're live with Save and Continue. It is Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are coming to you live from the Mastic Studios in Revio, Long Island. I'm here with Nolan, Frankie, back again, another week. Video games, technology, the internet, what have you. We'll start the same way we always start it, even though I know the answer is going to be the same. Has anybody been playing anything new? Are you still playing Knights of the Old Republic on your PC?
Nope, didn't have the time.
Okay. Frankie, Nolan, anything? No? Good? Okay. Well, all right, so that's enough catching up. We're good. This is why I like James, because he actively spends money on video games and things that pertain to the show we host. I'm still playing Hotline Miami 2. I've been telling you a lot about it.
Yeah.
It's so good. If you have a console or a PC that can support a very simple top-down shooter, it's like 16-bit, I think, which almost every computer can run. Highly suggest doing it. It's only like $12 on Steam, and it's just great. Like, there's a reason people cosplay at conventions a ton. It's a great game. I didn't think it could be better than the first, and it was. They've improved everything about it. If you've played it, you know why it's great. If you haven't, you should do yourself a favor and do it.
Now you can cosplay Hotline and Ryan Gosling at the same time.
Now, yes, that was, I went to New York Comic Con last year, 2014, and there was a lot of Hotline Miami, which, again, it's very easy to do. You just need like a chicken mask and a varsity jacket, and there was a lot of Ryan Gosling drive combos. It was really cool to see. Like, they had the scorpion jacket, and then they had like the chicken head and stuff.
I haven't even heard of this game.
Hotline Miami? Oh, it's great. Yeah, we talked about it. It might have been on one of the shows you weren't here. We got into depth about it, but it's one of those games, trial and error. It's a top-down shooter. You have to clear the whole house of these bad guys, really gross, really gritty. And basically the game is just repetition, repetition, repetition. Like, you go in and it's like, okay, I know that this guy's gonna run at me with this gun, I'm gonna hit him, then throw this gun across the wall because it's gonna bounce, and I know another guy's gonna... You play the same level over and over again till you figure out the patterns, and then once you do it, after like 50 tries, you just get that, yes, I did it satisfaction.
You said it's a top-down shooter?
Top-down shooter, yep. It's I got the same satisfaction out of it, I think I said it last time, as Trials Evolution. They're just over and over again, just trying to get a little bit further. But if you die, whole thing's over again. Super frustrating. Your hands are kind of like shaking at the end when you beat it. You get that feeling of just like, I don't know what to do with myself now. Really good, really, really fun game. I think the first one is even cheaper now to get, which if you should introduce yourself to the franchise, it's great. But yeah, nothing besides that really new. Still some Minecraft. Have you been playing Minecraft more still, or?
Steady, you know.
Steady. Just keep it on the ground.
Steady mobbing on the craft. But no, I've actually been playing a lot of Madden.
Oh, really? You're back on Madden?
Yeah.
Well, the last one they released was like, I know nothing about football games, but from actually watching like E3 and looking up credible sources, it was the best Madden they've released, apparently.
It was
Is
big.
that what you're playing right now?
Yeah. I mean, the main thing is a few years ago they switched to the Infinity system, which made like less rigid movements, and it put a lot more control into the contact. So like if you got hit at the knees, your knees would move, and then somebody could hit you up at top, and the body would actually move rather than playing.
It's like better physics, kind of.
Exactly.
Nice.
And when they first launched the system, it was sketchy at best. And when it got a little more finessed, actually FIFA, the last two FIFAs have used the Infinity system. And that's why the new FIFAs have been like so, like the open balls, like you can like fight for the open balls. That's why it's so big now.
I mean, it's a little bit of a down, because the only reason I ever played the sports games was because every once in a while I'd get that cutscene in between sacks, and they would like go to lift the other player off the ground, and their hands would go like that, and they'd lifting each other up. It's an obvious glitch, and that, the little things, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that's
so hard.
That still happens, but for the most part, yeah, it's pretty flawless. Like they have the system down now. It's a great game.
I got a question, because I've literally never played one match online. Have you played online before, Madden?
A little. I mean, it's hard for me to play online because I don't have
What would
wireless.
stop someone from just dropping out of the match like 3/4 of the way in when they are being crushed? Like just rage quitting.
It happens a lot.
What is there a penalty system? Because I always wondered that. Like, if I were, not to be a dick, but I could just leave. What's the Halo? They give you some ban minutes, even if it is just very little, but they have some kind of punishment.
I don't know about any banding. I'm assuming if you did it a lot, you would eventually get banned. But,
yeah, like they keep track of it. In
there's a
some extent.
legacy score. Like
What
you
is
have
that?
like a legacy.
Is that like reputation?
Yeah, well, yeah, but it also like compares you to like famous athletes that like are real people also.
Oh, okay.
So like you can like slowly build your legacy. As
Oh,
well
so
as,
you can
like,
be compared to a bad football player and be like, oh, I don't want to be an O.J.
Exactly.
Simpson. Oh, God, no.
Actually, you'd want to be O.J. Simpson.
O.J. Simpson
Just on the
Yeah,
football.
he was a great player.
That shows how much I know about
Yeah,
sports.
but if you were like going up on somebody who sucked and it was like, oh God, I don't want to hang out in his territory that long.
Oh, no, and Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, but it's like the same thing as like prestiging and stuff like that.
Okay, I was just out of curiosity because
Yeah.
I literally have never touched it. And those games that last like 40, like I play a lot of League of Legends, and those games, if they're good, can go up to 45 minutes. And you'll see kids jump out of it, but they have a really, really strict like boot system. Like if you drop out of a League of Legends match more than once in the day, like you can't play for that day, like more or less.
Yeah.
And I love that. I wish Halo had that more. I wish a lot of games would be way more stricter about early leavers.
Madden and FIFA.
Huge pet peeve.
I don't know. I don't play enough online to know about banning, but they've had a real big push lately to make seasons. So like you get like you and 5 of your friends or 5 random people together, and you guys all join a season. And
Playing
that's-
different teams and stuff?
Yeah, you own your own team. You can make trades and everything between the players.
So it's like fantasy football, but you actually get to do something in a sense?
Exactly. It's an
besides
online
trading?
online franchise mode.
Cool.
But there's multiple users.
That's
and,
cool.
And it's taken off because it is really cool.
Yes,
and
people are saying the same thing.
nobody quits those games because it counts.
That's a good point. That's a really good point. It was another game does that where it's you have I forget what it's called, what game it was, but it's just been released. But they have basically it's like unranked mode and ranked mode, where it's fun mode where you can do whatever you want, and then there's a mode where it keeps track of
Yeah.
everything you do.
Yeah.
I guess that's an incentive, but then it's only for people that take the game super duper seriously.
Yeah, well, it depends whatever league you join.
Just out of curiosity, I wonder who has the strictest online community out of all the games. Like surely not Call of Duty or anybody, but
No,
like
yeah.
what game? I imagine it's an MMO probably. Like,
Yeah, probably like some mid-level one where you
EverQuest
can
2 or
control
something.
all of that.
Yeah, but that's cool. Games that we can be playing, this is why we don't have any excuses to be playing anything. Game of Thrones, the Telltale Choose Your Own Adventure series, episode 1 was released on iOS for free. It is currently available for free. I really recommend downloading it. It's exactly how I got into the Walking Dead Telltale series, because they released, I think the first season, I think, for free on Amazon for my Kindle and iOS. So
Did you play the Game of Thrones game?
I have not. I actually have it downloaded on my phone, but I haven't opened it yet. It's one of those games where I need to sit down, like clear my mind, and be like,
some
listen, these is a decision-making game, and like it's Game of Thrones, so
Yeah.
the consequences are going to be beyond brutal. So it's like when I start an RPG, I have to spend 4 hours creating the character, like making this person that I can commit possibly 5 or 6 more hours to, like worth it. Because
Yeah.
there's nothing worse than playing 5 hours and being like, I
think I'm
don't like
gonna make a
particularly
change.
how my guy looks, and it just bothers you the whole game.
Yeah, but it does help that most RPGs nowadays, you don't even see your character because of all the armor that's on him.
Even still.
I know.
Really? Like, it's same with Skyrim.
Trust
Skyrim.
me, I sympathize.
How many
I
people
do.
actually go to third-person mode on Skyrim? Very little.
Yeah, but-
and even to see the face, you have to stop moving and rotate. But still,
Right.
then I have to.
I know exactly where you're
So
coming
glad
from.
someone
I really
sympathizes.
do, and I know Bloodborne is no different.
Oh, can we talk about Bloodborne? How
love to.
great that game is doing, and how everyone is saying it is the PS4 game you need to get.
I said it a while ago, Bloodborne.
You did, you
and
claimed it.
You guys really didn't know much about what I was talking about.
The only thing I had heard about Bloodborne was that you could get a free copy in Sweden if you donated blood.
Yes.
Oh, we talked
That was about
that.
Yes.
that was the only thing I
Actually,
knew about
pretty-
it, which was more than
pretty
enough
cool
for me to go
marketing
get the game.
technique.
Yeah.
But,
Great marketing technique.
Yeah, as you guys may or may not know, Bloodborne is a spiritual successor to the Demon Souls, Dark Souls series. And From Software, I believe, broke off from that series after Demon Souls. And then Dark Souls was made as a different IP. So if I'm not mistaken, and I might be wrong about that, but I know that the company that was the original creators of Demon Souls made Bloodborne. And it's doing exceptionally well right now because it's pretty much everything that Demon Souls was, except just updated, and it's gorgeous and more fluid and action-oriented.
I've watched
really
so many
challenging.
Let's Plays.
Well, yeah. Well, the Demon Souls and Dark Souls series is known for its challenging combat, and Bloodborne is no different in that regard. But the setting, I think, is a lot more attractive to me. I love the whole dark gothic horror setting with, versus the kind of dreary fantasy medieval thing that we're going with Demon Souls. but it is awesome. I mean, everything about it just looks so fulfilling, and I'm dying to play it. Between that game and Final Fantasy 15, makes me really want to get a PS4.
Yeah. I feel like PS4 is just making more and more strides. It's becoming like.
it's taking time.
We talk about this all the time. And it's
Yeah.
just like, because I feel like every other month we're just like, yeah, I'm thinking Xbox One, and then Bloodborne comes out, and someone's like,
Yeah.
wow, it's PS4 now.
Bloodborne, aside from Super Smash on Wii U, I think that Bloodborne is the true next-gen title that delivers on all fronts. On gameplay, on graphics, on the technical aspects, very, very few bugs. It really is a great example of what I think this generation should be in terms of quality and gameplay.
It's a good direction. If they went in that kind of direction, I could not be upset by that at all. I love the character creation too. It's funny you bring that up. I don't know, Bonnie, if we can pull up my MacBook screen, I have a picture
Nigel
up.
Thornberry?
Someone
I saw that.
perfectly created.
I saw
When
it.
I say,
rather dashing.
dude, when I say
Is that Reddit?
perfectly, yeah,
Is that
it's on
Reddit?
everywhere. It's on Kotaku. It's on Polygon.
yeah.
When I say someone perfectly made Nigel Thornberry, I mean someone perfectly made. Amazing.
Gorgeous.
That's awesome.
But
That
see,
is
that character's gonna be wearing a mask or a hood the entire game, but you're gonna know that's what's gonna be.
Oh, Eliza, speak to vampires. That's a horrible Nigel Thornberry. What was
I
it?
got the sound
Speaking
right.
of Nigel Thornberry, did you see that video? It was Iggy. It's called Iggy Azalea Freestyle, and it's her rapping, and then halfway through the video, it just cuts to Donnie going from the
I believe it.
nails it because you know more about rap than I do. Like, is Iggy Azalea considered good in the hip hop community? And what do you kids listen to?
I
No?
honestly
Is
don't
she respected
care.
at all? I don't know. I know
I'm not
nothing.
saying anything against her, but I'm not saying anything
I know her-
for her.
She's the weak Nicki Minaj.
the
Actually, Azealia Banks is the weak Nicki Minaj, and Ariana Grande
staying out
is
of all this.
the weaker Azealia Banks.
How is
Mixed in,
Ariana Grande anything like Iggy Azalea? They don't. One's a singer, one's a rapper.
mixed in with a little bit of Rihanna.
I think you're giving a lot of credit to Ariana Grande and Iggy Azalea.
I said it was a bad version.
Throwing
of both of them.
Rihanna in there.
I said it was a bad version of both of them.
Yeah, that's some good character
nasally.
creation. She's
Yeah.
nasally.
Like super nasally.
The only thing I know about Iggy Azalea is the SNL skit where she starts rapping and then she's like, "Hi everybody," and it's just basically making fun of how she's totally ripping off the hip hop game and how she's just like a really like lighthearted Australian girl who's just playing a character, like this hardcore thug.
I didn't actually know she was Australian.
Oh yeah, she's
didn't know
Australian.
that?
No, I thought she was British.
No?
Yeah, no, she's British, Australian though. Yeah, which is again, I wish she would just speak Australian because
Azalea's
that's
the
so
Aussie.
much more attractive. We're gonna go to a break quick. A couple more stories before we go. Some small stuff. Mario Kart Wii U and the 3DS is being updated with a 200cc mode.
Ooh.
Did you see? There's a video on YouTube for Mario Kart, and it is
Let's
crazy.
get
What is it, like
Going.
Mario Kart on crack?
It's Mario Kart. Well, I mean, like, obviously in the Mario Kart series, you have like the 50cc and the 100cc. It's basically.
It's all speed, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was their version of difficulty. I guess in the Mario Kart series.
Oh, you
It was
might
the
be right
speed
about
of the
that.
car.
Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah.
think it was more or less like how the faster you go, the harder the game was.
Yeah.
Yada yada yada. But they made a 200cc mode now that's
That's
been
awesome.
released. And it's great. Like,
That's awesome.
Watch the video. It's
Give me a
nuts.
new F-Zero game. That's what
It
I really
reminds
want.
me very much of when it's just in comparison, Smash, playing 8 people Smash. I get the same feeling, just a chaos. Like, am I really playing a game right now strategically?
So it is speed.
Or is it? Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah.
That's. I think I said it was like their difficulty was
Did
more
they-
wasn't like easy, medium, hard. It was more faster, or slower. Like that's how you would gauge 200 cc's hard mode compared to 50 cc, which would be easy or normal.
Easiest. Yeah,
Easiest,
it's 50, 100, 150.
Was it 150 they went up to?
Yeah, and I guess
yeah.
200 is the newest. That's
nuts.
awesome.
I
That's so
got
cool.
the same when I watched the video. I wasn't even playing it, but I got the same exact feeling of playing 8-player Smash. Of just like I don't think I could play this like well if I tried. I think it's all just
really
there's my
wanna play that
character. I
again.
found him.
That was so much fun.
8-player Smash
that was
is
so
a
much fun.
blasty
Yeah.
blast. That is because it takes about 30 seconds, at least for me, 30 seconds to at least find my character. I'm like, okay, there I am.
Felt like-
and then I get killed immediately anyway.
I felt like the whole time my brain was just screaming like, survive, survive.
Yeah, no, it was just a
Like-
bunch of colors, and if you're epileptic, it would not be a fun experience for you. But me and James just played our friend Tyler and John, who are beyond good at Smash. These two are very good as well, but we played them online. I'm not very good, and James is not very good, and it was bad. I wish we almost recorded the video. It was that bad. Like, me and James are very competitive people. We don't like to lose, but we were just laughing our asses off the whole time of just like fish in a barrel, like toddler versus full-grown adult status. Just all you could do was laugh.
Brutal.
A little part of me inside was like, die, John Clancy, die. But the other part of it was just like, well, you can't take this too seriously. The only text I sent him back was, I really wish our friends were more into shooters, because this would have been a reverse. And they just started laughing back like, yeah, thank God we're not, because that would be awful. Anyway, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we've got tons of stuff to talk about, including selfie shoes, some Smash character submissions for a new campaign they're running, and a video game based on one of your favorite childhood games ever. All that and more when we come back. Save and continue.
Hey, this is Chris Jake, and if InRavio.com spots you at an event wearing this bracelet, they will give you $100.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com. For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered.
What's up, everybody? We're back, Save and Continue, from our first break. Got a couple stuff to talk about. The first one we're going to bring up here, we have a picture of it. Nolan is familiar with this brief story. So the selfie stick came out. We covered it when it first was released, and it was disappointing, to say the least, about
They have
humanity.
caught on. I've seen a lot of selfie stick pictures.
I know, I'm not
though.
happy about that. Did you see the selfie stick of that whole explosion happened in New York City? And then there was it was a gas explosion in New York City. I
Yeah.
think a couple people got injured. It was a pretty big story. And the next New York Times came out, and on the cover was a group of girls with a selfie stick, all smiling with the explosion and the cops and the ambulances as the background. And they're all just like, and it was like "Selfie Stick Idiots" was the title or something like that.
Wow.
It was
It looks like it was photoshopped.
no, it was a real picture.
No, I said it probably looks like it was photoshopped. You have these nice little delightful girls just like taking.
Oh, more or less.
and
You know
then
what?
See explosions in the background.
I wish
It's like,
that was
it's
my-
like a Photoshop battle.
I wish that was my first guess, like, oh, it's Photoshop. But my first thing was like, yeah, that sounds about right. They're all
Yeah.
wearing Uggs and they have a selfie stick. This checks out pretty damn
Oh, there's
well.
a Starbucks at that corner. Yep,
What's up,
it all-
Cubone? He's back again. Currently playing Dragon Age Inquisition. Okay, you're Cody. This is Cody. We're talking to Cody. We've been trying for 4 episodes to figure out who this kid is. It's Cody. If it's not Cody, you're lying to me. It's absolutely.
Who the hell's Cody?
He's a kid I worked with.
Cody's Cubone.
When I had a job at a cheesecake factory, and so far he's made several references to Destiny in his high-level character, which he loved, and Dragon Age Inquisition that he loved.
You can't hide, Cubone.
Can't hide. But there's a delay, so we're not going to see what he says for a little bit. Yeah, so anyway, they had the selfie stick. It was disappointing. They ante it up to something that doesn't even really make sense as far as like convenience goes. They have the selfie shoe now. Bonnie, we have the picture if you could throw that up. It's...
What
Now that's a
the
Photoshop.
hell is that?
I gotta turn my mic down.
What the hell is that?
The selfie shoe.
Oh my god. Can we see it again?
This is a joke,
I
right?
think it's real.
This is a joke.
No, all right, so it's a high heel shoe. And Cubone, I know because I'm friends with Cody on Facebook, and he talks about Dragon Age Inquisition on a regular basis. This is a shoe that has a little, it's like a slit, a gap at the toes, and you can put your
Oh, I
foot
see
in.
exactly
Yeah.
what it is.
My question is, how do they take the picture?
It's fake.
Is there a button in
This is a joke.
in
It's
the shoe?
It's fake. It came out yesterday.
Why you gotta ruin it for me, man? You didn't know. You didn't know it was fake.
It's a genius
Wait,
idea, I
the
guess.
joke-
The first
was-
time I saw it, I was like, damn, there's going to be some guys taking pictures of skirts.
That's a good
Immediately,
point.
I was like, this is illegal. It's
Wow.
got to be illegal.
My logic is that for it to realistically even be real, if it was that you'd have to like take the picture with your toe, I guess, just like push the button down in.
I mean, it's totally possible.
I guess if someone really, really wanted to go out of their way to make the selfie shoe, I guess you could do it. So you're not Cody. Okay, I can't tell. Cody's also a liar, so.
You've never been to Cheesecake Factory.
I
where
don't
lived.
know. Well, you should. First off, Cheesecake Factory is great. I mean, it's a great place if you got the money.
It's bomb.
This brings up a good discussion I wanted to bring up last time, but I forgot to actually, and it's good. It's good. They recently released a game, an indie game on Steam, and it's called Hot Lava, the video game. And it is. We have some pictures of it, and it's a video game based on the classic children's game you love to play of Hot Lava, where you're not allowed to touch the ground or anything. I think we have a few pictures of it. But yeah, it's literally a Steam game, 3D.
That's awesome.
It's nice graphics too, and literally the floor is replaced with lava, and you have to jump parkour style from furniture through courses. And there's a living room mode, and then there's like a factory, and then there's like a Minecraft kind of style one where it's like this giant warehouse, and you can have like a realistic I'm in my basement of my actual house, or the I'm actually on a volcano kind of lava experience. I love it. I think that's hysterical.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And it brings up the question, what other video games do you think would make great adaptations from your childhood? What games did you play as a child that you think you could adapt for a video game?
Look at shooters. Tag, capture the flag.
Oh, you have tag, kind of. I mean, that's basically what
King
a
of the
shooter
court?
is. King of the court. What is King of the Court?
It depends what sport you were playing, but King of the Court was basically, it's kind of like Kill the Carrier also. Like kill the man with the ball.
So capture the flag.
No. Somebody has the ball, you run after, you kill them, they have to throw it, and then somebody gets the ball and they
Oh,
run
so it's
around.
oddball from Halo, kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of. What was the more? Or was it more like bomb? No, it was more like oddball because you kill the person, then you get the ball, and you hold it for seconds, and you get points based on.
Yeah,
it,
pretty
right?
much. That's oddball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's oddball.
I feel like most child games are already.
Puberty, the
phone.
survival horror game. I think my favorite right there. That'd be a great game.
That would
There's a
be.
couple games like there's a game about it's called Coming Home or Going Home, and it's about going home. I think from a college break and coming out to your parents that you're gay. And there's like a game. It was recently released on Steam or on Kotaku as the list of the best free games on Steam, and it's one where it's like a text adventure where you play a little girl figuring out the birds and the bees, basically.
Oh, I actually saw
like-
that.
I don't know what you're thinking with that.
There are no competitive jump rope games. Pretty ridiculous.
That's good. I
Yeah.
can't believe we haven't seen Double Dutch on the 360 yet. With
Double
the Kinect,
Dutch- Double Dutch
That'd
would
be
be-
great with the Kinect.
Double Dutch would be awesome for your phone, too.
I feel like some game has
Oh,
quit time.
with touchscreen? Oh, maybe with an iPad. That'd be the stupidest, the stupidest game ever. Like, just doing that for like an hour and a half.
Somebody would buy it.
so good. I'm so good.
Somebody would buy it. That's the sad part right there. Video games coming out. I don't have any other new information besides it, but I felt it was worthy of bringing up because I just love it. There's a new Conquer game coming out. Or it's been
Really?
announced for a new Conquer game. Yeah.
Developed by
no information.
Rareware?
All we know is that an insider, according to a couple reputable video game sites, a trusted inside source has revealed that there is currently in production a Conquer video game. I'm gonna assume it's being pushed out by Rare again.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, why wouldn't they? Why would they? I mean, Banjo-Kazooie did.
Banjo-Kazooie did horrible.
Yeah.
The latest?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I'm not talking about quality-wise. I'm just saying Rare did put out
Oh no,
a Banjo-Kazooie game.
the Rare as we know is today put that out. After
Quality
they were-
aside, I'm saying, do you think Rare will be the ones that put the game out? Because
Oh,
they
yeah,
do own the Conquer series.
Yes,
I'm saying.
yes.
Okay, that was the
Short
question.
answer is yes.
Yes. I bring it up because it's. I mean, even if it does suck, I would still prefer Rare to make it just because it's the Conquer. Have you ever played Conquer?
Yeah,
It's
Conker was
incredible.
actually my Diddy Kong racing character.
Really,
Also.
I love. He's my
Conker's
Steam
Bad
avatar.
Fur Day was one of the best
Great.
N64 games.
Yeah.
One of the
It really
hardest
was.
N64
Yo,
games too.
Yeah, it was fun.
One of the hardest
and
games.
it had a great humor.
That was back
Very
when.
adult.
Well,
Conquer,
yeah, that was the whole point.
Yeah, Conquer. When they had Conquer N64, and then they re-released it for the Xbox original. And
Yeah, but
had
they
a-
censored it.
They censored it, but they had a multiplayer mode, which was great. Like they had like a whole D-Day beach, and it was
It was
fantastic.
pretty good.
It was amazing.
No, that
And
was a mission.
that was the first time I used the whether I was behind or ahead of my time. That was the first time in that Conquer game because it was so hard that I used the internet for a strategy guide or a walkthrough. That was the first time I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go use the internet to go and figure out like a strategy
it out.
guide
I
or
don't remember
walkthrough.
what my first game I did.
That was
too.
back when they didn't even have pictures. I remember I had to download a .txt text file, and it was just pages long of just all boring text walkthrough, and like that's all I had available. There were no pictures, and it was just a total throwback.
I loved the Prima guides,
The what?
the Prima video game guides.
Oh yeah, and Game Sharks and stuff like that.
Game Sharks.
Well,
oh
no,
my
no,
god!
yeah,
you
but
remember
I
that?
loved having the actual guides, and the books were awesome because they had artwork in them, they had extra stuff in them. I had them for Resident Evil, I had them for Super Smash Bros. Melee. I had
Different
all the
lore,
moves.
like different little behind the scenes stuff too.
Yeah, it was cool. And you know what? Now that we're bringing that up, I'm thinking about how much I miss that. I really miss those video game guides. I mean, I have no use for them anymore because I honestly think games have become, I guess, simplistic enough, or they hold your hand enough that you really don't need guides anymore.
I don't know about that. I'd say more of what's the point of spending the money to publish this thick? Because when you had guides, at least the ones that I got, like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, where you bought a guide, that was basically a collector's item at that point. Like, because it was thick, it had
Yeah,
all these
but-
pictures. I think now it's just, why would they waste time on print, a dying industry, when people can just access the internet?
It's
or
very
YouTube
hard
videos?
nowadays, at least I imagine, that a game actually stumps you to the point where you need to look at a guide to get somewhere. I think that was
I guess
more,
you won't need a-
that was
less-
more of an occurrence back, in the past generation.
There's less puzzle games too, though.
Well, I'm not even just talking about puzzles. I'm talking about adventure games. Anything that really didn't
I
hold
don't know
your
about
hand
that. I played Ninja Gaiden 2. Was a game that I heavily relied on a walkthrough for.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a very straightforward game.
No, there were some if you were played straight through the story, yes, I would agree with you. But there was like certain, especially in the second one, weapons that you could get to, or collectible items, or things of that sort. Those were extremely
Well, I mean,
hard
look,
to find.
collectibles.
Plus
I
Bloodborne.
understand.
Bloodborne's
I
very
get
hard.
that. I get that.
And there's a lot of times I had to, because Ninja Gaiden 2 is infamous for being incredibly hard. Not as hard as the original, like, what did they come out for? Super Nintendo? The original one? Well, original
I
Ninja
heard
Gaiden
it's
was
harder
very
than
old.
that.
But it was even killing the bosses required me to like look through the guide and stuff for that. I remember looking on the guide for one of the bosses was a spider later on in the game, and 90%, no joke, 90% of the advice on the game was you have to basically hope for that boss to get into a glitch. Like that boss is known to getting into glitches, and 90% of the people beat it by just lucking out with that glitch that happened frequently enough. Very little people beat the actual boss through sheer skill.
Right.
And I love that. That's why I think I like Bloodborne so much. I love games that are just brutally punish you. And Cubone, yeah, you're right. No Man's Sky, that is something we should talk about. I mean, no new information has kind of been released since E3 or anything, but that's great.
No
That
Man's
was like-
Sky?
No Man's Sky, you know No Man's Sky. It's that basically they had that teaser come out in E3. Their big selling point is that you can travel to different planets and there's no load screen. Like you could go straight from the sky, straight to
Real
land on the
seamless,
planet,
it's
through the
nice.
atmosphere. You never saw the trailer video?
What
for
kind of,
this?
no, I have not.
You
a first
land on like a
person.
planet. It's all like crazy colored at the start of the
Great art
promo.
direction.
And then it literally like the plane that you're in starts to take off, and then it hits like. I think they're just disguising the loading screen really nicely or something.
Well, they have
they-
to.
they
Yeah.
do.
They have to.
They just disguise it real nicely, and then it, like before you know it, you're like up in space and you
Maybe-
can control the plane again. Like as you're
I'll
going
give it
through
to you,
planets.
because there is a point when you're traveling through the fog or the atmosphere that it's
Yeah.
kind of a little bit hazy, but even so,
It's
that's
so quick.
really fast.
Yeah.
Because you go through, here's the fog, your ship rattles, and then
then
you're in
it's
space.
done,
That's
yeah.
What kind of game
literally
are they aiming to make? What is it?
It uses Cubone is saying that it uses a procedural generator. Okay, so that does make sense though, because it's
Okay.
very similar to Minecraft. how Minecraft has that ever-expanding
chunks.
environment.
Is there going to have any kind of action elements? Is it
Oh
just
yeah,
adventure? What is
absolutely.
it
We really
exactly?
haven't seen too much combat. A lot of the videos, we've seen some ship combat. A lot of it's been like kind of like tech demos or engineering demos. Like one of them is of the best video we've seen so far was after E3, and basically the guy is on this planet, and it's gorgeous, like you said. The color art scheme is fantastic, and there's dinosaurs and crazy alien species.
So cool.
He's doing like they're doing the demo, so he's kind of slow panning and making it look cinematic. He gets into his ship, turns it on. The animations are gorgeous. It looks fluid and beautiful.
Who's developing this?
Flies into the sky. I don't know. Maybe Cubone can help us out.
Watch it become a Star Wars game.
I wouldn't go something about
I'm
that.
dead
That'd be
serious.
awesome.
It's an exploration ship combat, and you get gear, guns, and equipment. So basically, the guy flies into the atmosphere. The ship rattles around. It says you are now leaving the planet. Then he hyper jumps, and basically he sees another planet, flies towards it, gets close, and then a notification pops up, and it says player KSAV 45, whatever his name was, has already discovered this planet. So it's a never-ending, ever-expanding universe that other players also explore with you and can claim territories. So if you travel to a planet that no one's been to before, you officially claim that planet. It has independent resources, gear. I imagine there'll be some kind of crafting system in it. The
love to
gear
check
gets
this
better
out.
as you get towards the center of the universe. Apparently there is a lot of more information about it. I really haven't been keeping up. The only combat I saw was him sitting in a ship and then shooting other ships with a gun from the ship, which again looked great. I haven't seen any actual first-person combat though. What were you gonna say, Noah?
Just when you first showed me that, it was when the first gen consoles or the next gen consoles were first coming out.
Yeah.
And it's for PS only, right?
I don't think so. I think it's both platforms, if I'm not mistaken. I thought at first it was just for the one, and then I was like, maybe I need to get a one. And then I believe it's out for two, though.
Oh, see, because I thought it was only out for PlayStation. And I was like,
I
well,
want to
then
believe
it's
you,
done.
Cubone.
Like, I'm just getting a PS4.
There are 18 quintillion planets. They said that if a person were to discover all the planets, it would take 1 billion years in real time. Picture that, 18 quintillion. How much is quintillion?
More than I can count.
It's like 1 billion years. So it would take you. It's for both platforms. Okay, so yeah, so
okay.
that's the beauty of it. You know what I'd like to see from the next gen consoles? More cross-platform games. Like, I want to play this game. If Frankie gets an Xbox One for all the Halo stuff, and we get our PS4s, I would like us to be able to each buy our copies of No Man's Skies and play that together.
I mean, there's plenty of planets for
Right?
both
There's plenty to
world
do.
systems.
What, you giving me a face? Like, I think it's going to happen?
No, I want them all. I want all the consoles now.
Yes,
I'm
but-
getting
Yeah.
pulled in every direction. Halo for Xbox One.
But when we come back from the break in
Bloodborne
a
and
little
Final
bit.
Fantasy 15 for PlayStation, Super Smash Brothers, and the new Zelda and Xenoblade for Wii U. Like, it's
Yeah,
too
but
much.
that the cross-platform would at least solve some of the problems with that. Because the main problem I have is, like, if I'm going to get the console that a majority of my friends have. It's not bandwagon. That's just I want to enjoy video games with my friends and not have like, oh, have you played Far Cry 4 yet? Yeah, we should play together. I can't. I'm on Xbox One and yada yada. I hate that. I hate that. Very few games. I can't name it off the top of my head, but they have some that's PS3 to PC and vice versa. I believe Warhawk, that flying game for PS3, I believe that was cross-platform, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. 18446 744 073 709 551 616 planets. I can't even count that to the quintillion because that's just too much math for me. But damn, could you imagine it's real? I want to believe you so
Damn.
badly. That goes on to my, we'll add that to my story of things I wish are true, just like the Crota wireless system. Before we go to a quick commercial break, I just want to talk about that. Things I want to believe, the Crota wireless system, the company Crota has released, basically it's like an at-home box the same size as your subwoofer in your house, and they claim to have technology that this is used as a home base for wirelessly charging different wireless devices without the need of any kind of antenna or box. Now, you couldn't do this to any pre-existing cell phones or anything like that. This would be for the next generation. Basically, they claim through a slight alteration in the circuitry and firmware, they can wirelessly charge devices by sending an extremely large amount of data from this home box that has a distance of 30 feet, and that would wirelessly charge devices continuously. So you basically just leave it there, and as long as it's within 30 feet, it's constantly being powered.
Isn't there something that already exists, but you have to put it on the back of your phone?
There is a charge mat that
The
is
charge
it's a
mats,
black
yeah,
mat,
yeah.
and in order to work, you can put your devices on, and it does that wirelessly, but you have to put on this giant freaking battery case that
Yeah,
is
it's a
compatible.
real
The receiver,
bulky-
basically. It needs a
yeah.
receiver. What they're claiming is that basically very little alterations within the phone themselves will be able to create wireless technology for charging. No big case or antenna or receiver required, which is crazy, which I love. Like, That's the future. Right
Yeah,
there.
I
Drones and
believe
that
it when
kind
I
of
see
crap.
it. That sounds
That's
awesome.
that's my segment of
I
things
just
I
can't
want to
visualize
believe.
that.
Right? I mean, that's like what's the word? Perpetual energy. It's not, but it's like it could virtually be if you're within 30 feet of this box.
You have to like.
Put those in businesses.
Do you have to like once a month like go to a wired charge?
I don't know. There's very little technology released about it or information about the technology. I imagine that would be a big selling point. Like that would be a big like that
Seriously?
would stop people from buying it. I feel like that would be a huge thing. Because once in a while charging, but they're claiming that just through firmware and circuitry changes, no antenna, no big case, they will soon be able to wirelessly which is great about
That's
this.
crazy.
If the technology becomes fully accepted, we won't need to pick brands. It'll just be within each cell phone. That's what I'm hoping for. Like just the iPhone does it, or just the Android. That's what I'm terrified of. But we got lots more to talk about. We're gonna go to a quick break, but when we come back, we got some League of Legends information, some more Smash, as per every episode, and a whole lots more when we come back. So stay with us. Stay and continue.
Transmission of lice occurs from being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Like catching a cold or a flu.
You have guaranteed peace of mind in every bottle of Got Lice because all of our products are completely natural,
And organic.
but strong enough to cover all your lice removal needs while being safe and effective. Our professional technicians are specially trained with our exclusive proven technique to successfully comb out head lice. We come right to your home at your convenience.
Whenever you want us.
We bring everything needed to perform a successful and complete comb out while eliminating your head lice, and we leave you with our exclusive complimentary products to use for the next 10 days following our treatment.
For free.
Our technicians also check all family members who have been exposed to lice. Please visit us on our website today at gotlice.co or feel free to call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 646-257-0121.
What's up, guys? We're Scared No Fair, and we're here with Enravio. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
Enravio.com wants you. Enravio provides the best in TV, film, post-production, and so much more. And we're growing. Right now, we're looking for a team of pros that can join us. So what are you waiting for? We need show hosts, production crew, marketing gurus, sales experts, audio engineers, lighting, visual effects, and camera crews. We want you. Go to Enravio.com/join the team. For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered.
Hey everybody, we're back. Save and continue, live, tech, video games, everything you love. A couple more stories before we get into the big stuff. Steven Spielberg has been announced to be directing the movie adaptation of Ready Player One. Have you guys ever read that book?
Nope.
Great. It's like a post-apocalyptic dystopian future where people are constantly plugged into video game virtual reality machines to escape the crappiness of reality. Very good book. Very, very good book. Video game based. I'm super excited with Steven Spielberg. It's great.
Who wrote it?
I don't know who wrote it. I don't remember the authors of any of the books I've ever read. So yeah, I can't tell you, but it's a great book. It's a great director. I just wanted to bring that up because I hope it's fantastic. He's been doing a good job, Spielberg, lately with a couple movies that he normally does, but
Yeah, I heard he's a good director.
he's not bad. He's not bad.
He made that one movie, right?
He's all right. You see Schindler's List?
See the one with the fish?
I forgot to bring this up last week because I was hyping it up a bunch to you, that application that I was asking if you had the new MacBook Retina. A company has released, or I guess like they kind of like Macintosh like hacked it. A company's released Inklet Touchpad app, which uses only in the new MacBook
Oh, sorry, nothing.
the MacBook Retinas. The new MacBook Retinas have a touch sensitivity or pressure sensitivity. They can gauge pressure. So this company has released a pen and an app that unlocks the pressure sensitivity in the touchpad, basically becoming a mobile pen tablet for animators, designers, graphic designers. So they don't need a tablet anymore. They use the giant trackpad they use on MacBooks to have pressure sensitivity. So they use the pens that actually replace it for people on the go, which I thought was awesome. Because there's so many times where I wanted to animate or something and it was just not having a pen tablet. Obviously, it wouldn't be a permanent solution to it, but if you're on the go or on a plane or something,
Yeah, it's
more or
not
less.
bad. It's nice
I mean,
for...
have you seen the actual size of the trackpads? Now they're big.
Yeah,
Very big.
no, I mean, it's nice for rough drafts, but you're never going to do...
No, of
real
course
things
not. But I
on
mean, if
it.
you're on an airport or something like that, or you're flying on a plane and you can't break out a tablet,
Yeah,
that's
it's great.
awesome. And
Yeah,
again, with
it's
the two
great for that.
trackpads are like kind of big, not exaggerating,
Yeah.
which again, that's not much bigger than the bamboo Wacom that I have, the actual pen
Yeah.
tablet. So just to put it in perspective. I thought that
What's
was
it
cool.
called? The Intuos 5s have touch on the actual trackpad.
Oh.
So like your 8.5 by 11 is now touch if you want it
Wow.
to be. It's
That's crazy.
It's awesome.
That's why I like all those like the Yogas and the new the Windows Surfaces because they have you can run programs like Macromedia Flash and Toon Boom,
Yeah.
and all you gotta do is just flip your screen to touch, and you have a touch tablet screen, like which is I've tried animating in the past, and it's just so much easier when you're drawing on the literal screen rather than drawing and looking up at a screen.
Yeah, Flash is like dying out pretty hard, but it's making a last kind of push and resurgence. And I can't tell if it's like just like a little bit of like lightness before the dark,
It's so
the infinite
versatile.
dark,
though. I think
or
that's
if
what it
it's-
is. You can make a game, you can make animation. People use it for web design. Like I think
They're moving on though.
it's not the it's one of those jacks of all trade programs where it doesn't do anything the best particularly. It just does a bunch of things pretty damn well.
Yeah.
Which I can relate to. The Audi has released a Japanese version of their car with a built-in rice cooker. We have a picture of it, I believe. There's no setup for that. I just wanted to bring it up. That's the picture of the Audi, and on the interior is something
I
very
approve.
racist.
I approve.
Could you imagine?
I would love to have that.
I mean, clearly this is an April Fool's Day joke, seeing as that you have a giant pot of boiling hot water next to your lap in a car, but...
I stand by my statement there. It's not boiling pot of water. If it's a rice cooker, it's probably going to be covered, and you just open it up. It's not water
Well,
at all.
I would
It's
rather
just
not
delicious
have-
rice just waiting.
There's literally no downside other than the hot, giant
No.
can sitting next to you
No,
in the
because
car.
rice is sticky. It's not going to go anywhere.
It's still hot. The can is still hot.
So you're telling me you never had a hot coffee in your car before?
I think there's a difference between a small hot coffee and a giant metal container. filled
Elaborate.
with hot
Well, it
ice.
looks like the metal container.
Coffee. I should be doing this hand motion. Coffee. Giant container. Coffee. Giant
But it's
container.
obviously designed with that in mind.
Well, it's not designed
So
in-
it's
it's an
not
April
like
Fool's
it's
Day
talking
joke,
about
so
it.
it's not designed at all.
It's going to be designed so it stays in place and it's not going to move around. That
Yeah,
looks
but it takes away your
completely
armrest. You put your arm on that thing, you
That's
got it
true,
burned.
yeah.
You don't use an armrest in the middle. You kidding me? Use it on the side. Use it on the door. You never care about where your arm goes in the middle. Since when?
Since people that drive with their left
both
hands.
of my arms are on.
Wait. So
If you drive with your left hand, I'm not going to do this to rest my right hand. I'm a lefty. What about us lefties, Frankie?
I think you're overthinking it.
It's an April Fool's Day joke. You're overthinking it because it doesn't exist.
No, because I want that to exist.
It doesn't exist.
'Cause I want that to exist.
You're
That is
naming all
awesome.
the practicalities
I love
of
rice.
a rice cooker. I know, but nobody loves rice so much as to have it next to them in the car while they're
If you're on the go, absolutely.
Okay.
If I was coming over here to get on the Save and Continue show every evening, and I didn't have time to make my goddamn rice,
Might actually show up on time.
I would show up on time. Exactly, that's my point.
I might actually be on time for once.
I'd be here every show.
Rice in
Freaking
hand.
rice. It
ready
looks
to
like we have
go.
to buy.
That's the solution.
If we had to get Frankie here on time, we need to purchase him this $150,000 Audi that has a rice cooker.
My Mini Cooper with a freaking rice cooker.
The rice cooker wouldn't fit in your Mini Cooper, Frankie. That'd be the back seat of your Mini Cooper is a giant rice bat.
No, my Mini's bigger than the normal Mini.
And then we can turn your trunk in.
It is.
No, the
Clubman.
new ones have 2 doors now, so you technically have the small.
It's a Clubman. It's a foot longer.
Ladies. Everyone has pretty much heard about this already, but Nintendo has announced that they're opening a campaign where you can submit for a very long time, actually. I think it's like till October of next year. Smash characters that could be possibly put in the game. We're assuming as DLC.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this came out. We've discussed a little bit. We had some cool suggestions. You had Isaac, I believe, from.
Well, we wanted to discuss, but you said to zip it until.
Well, we discussed it on
So we're
Facebook
gonna talk about
already.
it now.
That's fine. We've
Oh
already
yeah,
discussed
right
it.
on Facebook.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just wanted to say this is the second time this is actually happening. There was something similar before Smash Wii U came out, I believe. I don't know how official it was, but I remember there was a list that was up for display on one of the forums for Nintendo, and that's actually how Shulk, I think, got chosen for Wii U.
And Shulk's one of the funner players, too.
And Shulk is one of the more fun players, absolutely. I love Shulk. I love how he, uses Monatos, everything like that. What?
She.
He.
Oh, I'm thinking of.
Look, he's an anime boy, but I mean, he's still a guy.
He looks pretty girl.
Yeah, but what kind of game would let a topless
anyway.
girl with a sword just be running around?
Yeah.
Anything. They make Nickelodeon cartoons where they have topless women in them.
Anyway.
Oh, that was a different show. Yeah, they had a.
Damn, I've been watching in the wrong generation.
No, John Clancy, our friend, he must have gotten in trouble for that because they had it was like one of those cartoons in the background. They have a clear picture of it. There's just a naked cartoon girl with her boobs just hanging out. Pretty damn funny. But it was funny because it was a French cartoon that's produced in France and is sent over here for distribution. So the French must have been like, it's okay, it's fine. We actually heard, true story, it's totally off topic, but 50 Shades of Grey is. You're allowed to see that in France if you are of the age of 12. And the only resistance to that, they're saying, is people that think there should be no age restriction for it in France.
Who cares?
Only
It's
people
50,
saying
it's
it.
50 Shades of
It's
Grey.
so
It's
funny,
whatever. Anyway,
Those French.
so with Smash,
silly
they're
French.
having people,
Silly French.
and they're having fans submit what they want in the latest Smash game as DLC, like what Kyle said. So people are submitting officially on the website
Yeah.
what character they want, from what game they're from, and why they want this character in the game. And me, Kyle, and Nolan wasn't in the conversation, but a few of our other friends were talking about this today. And I, for one, want Isaac from Golden Sun.
I want Earthworm Jim.
Kyle wants Earthworm Jim. It's not going to happen because of licensing.
Licensing at this point? Who
No,
cares
no,
about
Earthworm Jim
licensing?
is owned by...
Licensing is
what
dead
company
to me ever since they announced Spider-Man's going to be in Avengers. I'll believe anything.
Well,
now.
that's Marvel and Marvel. Come
I don't
on,
know,
that
but
makes
you know,
sense.
you don't get the feud that happened between Sony.
Yeah, no, I understand
Yeah.
that, but Earthworm Jim is completely not even close to what Nintendo is. But I want Isaac from Golden Sun. Golden Sun is one of my favorite RPGs of all time. I loved playing it on Game Boy Advance years ago, and I think he would just be perfect fit for Smash. I know there's a lot of sword characters, sword-wielding characters, but I think Isaac would be really good. But who do you think would be best in Smash? If you were to choose a character to vote for. Because a lot of people are voting for Beautiful Joe right now.
That's a good choice.
There's a giant petition online for Goku that's doing very well.
I wouldn't be against it.
I would
And
like
I know I'm a hypocrite for saying Earthworm Jim wouldn't work out, but because Goku is just as weird.
No, that's much
would
more
be-
realistic. Bandai Namco have a very close affiliation with Nintendo.
Correct.
Goku is extremely plausible.
Whoa, actually, you're right.
Wow,
Wow.
imagine Super Saiyan mode.
Yo,
Earthworm Jim is just, if the universe is aligned and the gods said, you know, we should just throw Kyle a bone, we'll put Earthworm Jim in.
Yeah. Well, Goku,
That's my
whatever.
childhood.
But who would you want in?
Since we've been talking about him, it'd actually kind of be awesome to have Conker, or I think Banjo.
Oh my
'cause
God, that's right. Yo, Conker would be
Conker
cool.
wouldn't happen. Owned by Microsoft.
Okay, dude, we're being theoretical
Yeah.
right now.
No,
It's
no.
hypothetical.
No.
So who would you
cut
want?
cut the theoretical crap. This is actually happening.
They did say Nintendo characters.
Yes. So what is happening here?
I would also say maybe Banjo-Kazooie, because it would be so sick to have like
Microsoft again.
Well,
It's got to be a character
You
they
know
can
what?
actually put in.
Frankie, I don't care.
We're gonna go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, a couple more Smash stuff. Some League of Legends info that only I will care about, and so much more when we come back from this quick break. Save and continue. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is Chris Les Jake, and if InRavio.com spots you at an event wearing this bracelet, they will give you $100.
For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered. The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there. And we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com.
Hey, I'm Raul Panther.
And I'm Commander B. Hawkins.
And I'm Rush Weller. We're some of the proto men. If we see you without this bracelet, you get punched in the But if you have this bracelet from InRavio.com, you can win $100.
Put one of these on.
Or else.
Welcome back. We have a little bit more to talk about before we have to leave at 8 p.m. And we were talking about Smash before we left for the break. The new campaign being run by Nintendo is that they are allowing people to vote or submit ideas to bring Smash characters in as DLC in the future. We've had some pretty good ideas for it. It was Beautiful Joe, Isaac from Golden Sun, Goku is making a really big presence online. People are very excited about that.
A friend of ours said Whizpig from Diddy Kong Racing.
Whizpig would be good.
Which I think is ridiculous.
And of course, some people are just very creative with their choices. So I have a list here that was combined online, and it is a combination of some of the best, or in your opinion, worst, character submissions. Corey Baxter from Corey in the House is one of them.
That would be awesome.
That would make a great game. He does have a 10 on Metacritic, his game, after the online community came to his...
That is true.
Wait, Corey in the House is
Corey in the House.
Like from That's So Raven.
Oh,
From That's So Raven, Corey. He had a spin-off show where his dad was a chef for the president.
And
it
they
was
made
called
a
Corey
video
in the
game out
House.
of it.
And the people, as an online joke, voted everyone online, and it's got like a 10 on like Metacritic right now as a joke.
What did they put in Pierce Brosnan from GoldenEye as James Bond?
That would be pretty cool.
No, you'd have to throw in the Mad Hatter guy that throws his hat. He's way cooler.
the
I
face
don't know
guy.
his name. A couple, Hank Hill
I
Just
approve.
throwing propane tanks.
Yeah.
His final smash, Dale comes out, pocket sand.
That'd be great. That's a downbeat. Alex Trebek. That's another one.
Nah,
You just have to say his name backwards.
it's a waste of space.
Waluigi. That's
Nah.
Oh, that's what I said on the thread.
It's not so much interesting as it is just like a
I don't like
realistic
Waluigi.
shot, I guess.
I don't like him.
When you have Mario and Luigi,
I'd
really,
rather have a brand new character that's
I
not
mean,
similar.
If they are gonna do any like add in another version of the character like they have for that, I want CDI Link. Like, excuse me, Princess Link, like the old school cartoon.
That would be pretty funny,
That'd
actually.
be amazing.
That would
you
be
could
really
have three
funny.
different.
Yeah.
Legends
No,
of the-
I would approve of that too.
I was actually going to ask that. What do you think would be the best spin-off character for the original ones that are already there? Like
What do you mean?
Like if you were to
A
throw in
different
like
version?
Knuckles or Tails for like Sonic.
Oh,
you know?
Knuckles and Tails are good options.
yeah,
to be
that's
honestly.
why- that's why-
As a huge Sonic fan, yeah, that's a good answer right there.
So what you're saying is a character from the same.
From the same game or like
Same
like
game,
a Mario and Luigi
different
type
character.
deal
Like, let's say
or
they had
something.
just Mario, it would be
There's
that
a lot.
Luigi
Similar
instead.
moveset, like a Fox and Falco. And
I would get rid of Mega
yeah,
Man and
I
add
know what you're
Scissor
saying.
Man.
I think
Yeah.
Because Scissor Man is a thug. Hank Hill, I'd want Bobby Hill.
I don't know.
I want Hank Hill Pokemon trainer style, or I could choose Bobby Hill and the daughter and Dale and just choose out random characters.
What I really wanted, but they're not going to
phase
do
through
it.
each of them, they all have powers.
What I really wish they would add, but they can't do because he's already an assist trophy in the game, is Skull Kid from Majora's Mask. I think he would be awesome because
Okay, yeah, that'd be a good one.
Okay.
he
Yeah.
could turn into, or Majora's Mask as an actual boss, like him as a character, because he could transform into like
different characters.
different modes, kind of like Shulk does with the Monado. You know, so I think that'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool.
The guy from Pokemon Snap that takes the pictures. I don't know why, I just love Pokemon Snap so much.
They took
So
out
more
Pokemon
Snap.
Trainer, so you know it's probably gonna be just
Yeah,
something similar.
again, we've said it every episode, but where the hell is the Wii U Pokemon Snap game? Like,
It's going to be
I
part of
know.
the
There's-
RPG.
but we
It's
talked
going to
about
be
it.
part of the RPG.
I know.
there
It has to be.
there has got to be some
You
reason.
think that's gonna happen?
Oh, it's got to be.
There's got to be some reason they haven't made it. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way everyone in the world has thought about it, and they're just like,
Yeah.
it never crossed our minds to
Yeah.
use the Wii U controller as a camera. Like,
Actually, Joe,
there's got to be some kind of licensing.
While we're on the
or-
topic of games that aren't out yet, the new Zelda actually just got delayed. I don't know if you guys heard that.
Yeah, that's not
really?
surprising.
Yeah, the new Zelda,
I'll
but,
wait
but
till the end of the earth.
Nintendo being as professional as they are, and they really are, no sarcasm there, is that, I forget who it was, but he pretty much did a very formal video saying that we want to make the best Zelda game we can, so we are probably not going to make our 2015 window of release.
Okay.
So, you know, it was very classy for them to do that. I mean, it was pretty expected that they were going to delay because I think they always delay Zelda. It always happens.
Yeah.
But I'm
Well, it's
happy.
usually such an expansive game.
Yeah, and I'm happy they're putting this much work into it. I mean, you see these, you're going to be seeing these huge open Japanese games now between Metal Gear Solid 5, between the new Legend of Zelda, and Final Fantasy 15. They're just so expansive, and then I feel like they're really taking that from Western influence now, but they're adding their Japanese game charm to it, gameplay charm. So I'm really excited for like the whole future with that.
Yeah, I mean, we had talked about that with like the glitchiness that the Assassin's Creed games were like coming out with originally, and we like kind of talked about like, well, would you rather have the game in your hands that wasn't perfect, or would you wait for the perfect?
Right.
game?
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to get a Zelda game every 4 years, a major one, if it's even that much, hell yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, there's no reason to get a half-assed Zelda game that's just 2 years old, you know?
Yeah, and then you play it for like half a month. Then you're like, oh.
Yeah. Kyle, you got anything over there about the new Halo information going on with the live-action reveal?
No, I mean the live-action trailer. I haven't seen a lot of information about that. I mean they're playing their usual mysterious selves, throwing out a very provocative trailer, not following it up with too much context. But
Those trailers were
There's
pretty cool.
enough. There's good context.
I haven't. I mean they've released information, but I haven't seen anything that's been too.
I think they're setting up for a very, very, very interesting plot point, and it's actually got me very excited for the story of Halo 5 now.
Yeah, I like that.
Do you know
like,
anything about it yet?
I honestly I don't really care about Halo anymore. After
What were you
I've had
saying?
such
That dual trailer was awesome.
Yeah.
Because it took us a
So
second,
cool.
because I watched it, I had to do a double take, because I was like, did they flip the characters?
Yeah.
Or is it the same one? Because we watched, what was it airing during? Was it Walking Dead?
Walking Dead.
It was
Yeah,
during
we watched
Walking
it
Dead.
because
Yeah.
you were in the same house as me, and we were just like, is that the same trailer?
The whole campaign that they're launching now, around this story, they're really taking into consideration the story of Halo now, 343. And I like the little viral campaign that they have going around, where
action,
they're having, what?
Live action campaign, yeah.
Well, no, it's not even live action. No, they're having different voice memos from characters in the universe play like every once in a while, every week. And one of the characters is actually voiced by Keegan from Key and Peele. And so
Cool.
they're really
They're making their rounds
but they're
lately.
well acted, like these
Yeah.
memos.
Very cool. I'm excited. Very,
Yeah.
very excited. It's, I mean, again, I'm not going to get console, but it's still, I can still appreciate Halo for what it is.
As
you
a
know?
Halo hater,
But-
I am excited about it.
Yeah.
The
means a lot.
The trailers were
That means a
impressive.
lot, but we're over time right now again. So thanks everyone for joining us. Catch us next week, Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and radio.com/live-stream. We'll be back with more tech, video games, internet, everything you love. Thanks so much for stopping by. We'll see you next week. Have a great night.